Yes. Entering franchise hub screen, things to do. Play divisional playoff is entering, searching pop-up, searching for opponent. If opponent is not found, invite will be sent. Entering, team select, ready. Rob, ready. Views, advanced, ready.
Coach, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a sold-out and absolutely rocking Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
On the set, Mike 12. I'm here all day.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And Graham's got it. Complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
They'll set up the throw. Gets it off to Freeman. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Jones has it. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 60 out. Ready to go.
Now back to throw. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
At the 48-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw here. This complete to Jones. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. They'll set up to throw. He completes this to Russell Gage. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 31-yard line. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he'll go down at the 28. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Defensively, they better figure something out. Opening drive, he already has 4 catches.
And if you have to figure out how to stop him defensively, that usually means you weaken your defense. That means that now the offense is doing the dictating, and they should have other things open up as well.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Ito Smith, his 1st carry. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Second and 9 now. The connection made. It's Graham. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal? That's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
This will be taken very short.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 180! Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. I got you. Hey, gun. 22's coming, Mike. You're not ready. 11. General West. I got you. Motion.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. He'll have a first down past the 40. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ronald Jones, 73 yards. And the Saints have taken the lead. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC top. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Cameron Jordan, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They run, Devontae Freeman. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. This is Thompson. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. This is Jones. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Garoppolo. He's got Thompson here, complete. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure, and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Second and 4. Complete to Jones. A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. It's a loss of 2, now third down. The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. Third and goal. He'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. From 4 yards out, as his guys are back within a single score. No surprise there. Third and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
This will be taken short.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8.
It's second and 8 at the 29-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
Running right, Jones. He finds an opening past the 40. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ronald Jones with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Ready,
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a first down for the Falcons. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport, what a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. They'll drop the throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Britton Colquitt now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Here we go. 3, 218, chop.
On second down, it's Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Black 80!
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it, but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because you know the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it, just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. The first half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They're going to look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And Lutz's kick is good. So how about the turn of events there at the end of the half?
This is one where you go charging into your locker room having collected 3 points you didn't expect to get. And you look across the field and you see guys kind of pointing fingers at each other like, dude, how'd you turn it over and make us give up 3 right there?
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
I got this. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Tighten up. Pull it together. Whip.
65.
6 guys. Check 6 hot.
The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Here we go. 180.
Mike by 4.
Hey, gun.
Bandit.
Again, it's Jones. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see?
Here we go.
Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And Lutz puts this one through. And that'll push the lead up to 17. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Yeah, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. They're going to try and throw, and this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
Here we go. 180.
45. Defense wins championships, baby. Spot.
Six.
No.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Check nickel.
I got this.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That really sets them back. A loss of 6.
Hey, gun. Me. I got this. Check mark 45.
Watch the out. 45 is the...
Hey, gun.
Now on 2nd and 16. Garoppolo. He's going to look deep for... This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, New Orleans. Brashad Perriman, 48 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
The throw over the middle, taken in. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
So how would you describe that one, partner? Workmanlike right there, getting that 1st down, blue-collar type football?
Yeah, only needed 3, got 4, just enough. I like workmanlike.
I think it's pretty cool myself. Everything doesn't have to be high glamour in this game.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Jordan in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. He'll look to throw. This one caught by Ridley. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Kyle Fuller. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. They open man is Smith. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Nowhere escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan, his second sack of the night. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And the pressure gets to him again. Shaquille Barrett, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Now on third and forever, he'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Hey, we have you on the edges. I got you.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. He's going to have the first down past the 20. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. A big run there by Jones. 92 yards.
Here we go.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Brashad Perriman. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Lutz with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on his job.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. Looking to throw. Looking deep for Julio. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Second and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And able to find Graham, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Check, 45. 2. 11. I got you. Come to my work. Slam. Watch the safety creep. Man.
First play of the drive is a run with Thompson. Grady Jarrett with the tackle. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. From the 38, Garoppolo is going to fire one deep over the middle. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Freeman again, a first down carry. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. On second down, it's Smith. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Jones. And an alley to run. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover.
Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Josh Hawkins with a pick, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.
Post-game finish game. Entering player upgrades screen. You have 5 options. Ronald Jones II is selected. Improviser. Entering franchise hub screen. Things view team adjust members. You have 29 Drow G Michael Mark TMK Rob base to select league schedule. Entering schedule screen. You have 2 options. And week div playoff. Off rush yard player stats. Entering box score screen. Rushing team name was. Entering player stats. Entering franchise hub screen schedule. Members. You have 20 league schedule. Entering schedule screen. You have week div playoff. Week div playoff. Entering schedule